So data today represents a strategic resource. It's more powerful than petrol. If you look at petroleum, many cars are becoming electric cars. But when you take data, even America is afraid of AI. If you can see the election results, you will see the power of data and how they influence the election of presidents. These are very, very powerful tools. So it's a sovereign issue, and these sovereign issues must work. We must take part of it. If not, others will control us. Recently, I was talking in the War College, and I had generals and lieutenants sitting there. I told them, defense today is no longer standing at the borders. It's what type of sensor is at the border. Because those sensors are more intelligent than a human being that can stay there. Can those sensors trigger a bullet exactly towards the direction of the enemy? That is where the world is going. That's where warfare is going. A tool that can only kill those they have been trained to kill. So it's about leveraging public data to foster innovation and development. That's how powerful data is. If your country cannot innovate, if you cannot make that national security, if you cannot ensure personal data of people, then you are failing as a state. Next one. So, when we talk of data security or digital security, we are talking about the laws and regulations within that sphere. So sovereignty always comes about the law. If you do it, what's the problem? And when we talk within the national, it's about how you create your data. The data that is produced in Cameroon, what do we do with it? Where do we keep it? Who can access it? When they access it, what can they do with it? Those are the things that we deal with when we are talking about data sovereignty. It's about cross-data border flows. The data that we generate in Cameroon, where is it stored? Where is it? 90% of our data is stored out of Cameroon because we create 90% of our data on the internet. We do not have the data storage capabilities in Cameroon. They are in different countries. And imagine what that does. They can never stop us from using it. They can take it, they can change whatever they do and do whatever biases that they can do. So these are very critical problems. Cross-border agreements are some of the things that are found in digital sovereignty. Who can access my data? It's part of international cooperation. Next one. So data sovereignty is more about the protection of individual rights. It's about national security considerations. It's about economic implications. It's about data localization and control. These four things are the most powerful things that a nation must control. If you cannot control the data of your individuals, then everybody is vulnerable. That's where the scams and everything will come very easily, because that will lead to a lot of social engineering. They will be able to hack into the systems easily if you do not protect personal data. If national security data is on there, they will know where your armory is found. They will know where everyone is found, and they can be able to attack you easily. But more is about economics. If they know the good things that you have, they will be able to take it very easily from you. What is our challenge? Being able to write our own algorithms. If we cannot write them, we are consuming even poison. We must be able to write them. We must be able to write them within a data set that gives the true reality, a data set that is true. If you have a false data set, then the results that you get from your AI are fake. They will be false, and that will not enable you to grow. It's about the training of citizens. Any new thing, you must be trained. If we don't train, we lose everything. We must be able to train. Our young guys in the universities must be able to understand and do that. It's about data storage and access, which is what I said. If we cannot write our own algorithms and create our own databases, we get recolonized. That and it's happening already. The Americans are even scared of their own systems that they created. Last week, the Chinese government actually determined that Huawei is even a threat to the Chinese government. And Huawei is a Chinese company that the West are afraid of Huawei because they can spy on behalf of China. But the Chinese government said the power in which Huawei is developing is actually a threat to them as a nation because of AI. So these are something that we must know, and we must know to whom we give the power. Our youth must take up the challenge. Our universities and state institutions must provide an enabling environment, which is what conferences like this are doing, and which is what other speakers have been talking about. Thank you very much, and have a happy afternoon.